I'm going to be showing you how I've done this natural glowy but still quite glam makeup look, perfect for shoots, lasts all day, it's very fresh and young. It's my go-to look, so keep watching. Okay, I've already begun with skincare. When you want your makeup to last all day, especially for a shoot, your skincare has to be, well for me, what works for me is layers. So I'll do my toner, use an exfoliating toner that really exfoliates your face, which is good. Hyaluronic acid makes your face really hydrated, and then I use a thin moisturiser. You can use SPF as well, but when I'm doing a shoot and I want my skin to look perfect, I skip SPF, but don't skip it because it's SPF, you need it. So I'm going to go with my Urban Decay setting spray because this is really good. It literally lasts all day. Is that a fan? So eyebrows, they're currently at a growing out stage for me because I'm just going to grow them out a bit. Yeah, I like to do soap brows because I like my brows to just be held into place, like stuck down. I like them to be defined and I just like that look. I like a mix between natural looking and defined. I'm going to start with wetting my spoolie. I use my trusty Pears soap. It's like 50p because this works better than anything. I might have to look in my mirror. I have a mirror here because my eyebrows can be a pain. I brush the top bit up. I think I'm going to go for quite a, you know, yeah, that'll do. I'm just going to do the other one. I've done them with the soap. I'll wait till filling them in until a few steps because I don't want to ruin what I filled in. Foundation. I use the YSL All Hours foundation. It's a luminous matte, and it's really not a heavy matte. Glowy foundations don't really sit well on my skin, so I need a matte full coverage one, and this is all day long wear, full coverage, couture finish. It doesn't look crazy heavy. I put quite a thin layer on because with a shoot look, I feel like cameras can really pick up when you have a lot of makeup on, and I've seen photos where I thought I could maybe have even less makeup on, less foundation. You can have a heavy makeup look without looking cakey, and I feel like a thin layer of this is amazing. So I also foundation brushes work perfect for me. Again, for some people prefer a sponge, but I think a brush, it just gives like the nicest thin layer. I put it over my eyes as well just to even that skin texture, and yeah, I sort of blend and dab. Some areas need more foundation than others do. Okay, that is done. That is blended really nicely. Next I do concealer. Wet my sponge. Use the e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. This concealer is the best in the world. I went to a festival and I wore it, and I put my makeup on about 7 o'clock in the morning, got back about 11 at night, and my makeup literally, because obviously it's a festival, I was there all day, everything had disappeared apart from my concealer. I want to get the matching foundation, so I always put it in the inner corner. A little goes a long way with this, so just put some in your inner corner on the side. Again, we want to use as less makeup as possible, but just the right products. Tiny bit on the eyelid, and I do a section and blend it and then do another section because otherwise like this does dry quite quickly. I mean, I could do with a shade above. And I do any imperfections that I have with my nose just to sort of eliminate all the pores, because again, that's why I think shoot makeup can be quite hard, because I personally think it's best if it doesn't look too heavy. At the same time, the camera picks up everything. A lot of photographers kind of retouch, but I don't know, I've not experienced that yet. Honestly, my biggest tip for clear skin, nothing to do with makeup or skincare, literally drink your water. Drink about 2 litres of water a day. Obviously for some people it's not as easy as that with different skin conditions and stuff, but for me, yeah, just be consistent with your skincare and drink your water. I've got this lighter shade to go in with. It's a Collection Lasting Perfection concealer. I don't like it. I've never really thought it was a good concealer, but some people get on really well with it, so I don't know why it doesn't really work on me. I use a bit of that just to highlight my under eyes. Next, I'm going to contour. You'll notice that I'm using all cream products until I use my powder. I just love cream products. This is literally another e.l.f. concealer, obviously a different shade. I've used a darker shade because that works as a contour on me. I find it, you can put it straight on, I find it best to put it on your hand. And this is quite thin, so you can do a couple layers of this. Get my contour brush and I dab it out a bit. And there's not that much on there, but, and then you find, I like to do it, never do it down here, do it like on your cheekbone, so like here, kind of follow the top of your ear, and don't come all the way here, just stay like in this area, just literally go like that. Might do another layer, but I usually go back over with powder bronzer. I'm going to show a photo of a runway I did, and my makeup, I really like my makeup. It was a different type, it was a 90s makeup look that I might do a video for, and my contour just looked amazing. I was really happy with it. Yeah, like I pinch my brush, make it thin. I also go up here. I think I'll go over the top with powder bronzer. Okay, to contour my nose, I don't really enjoy contouring my nose. I only sort of just want to add a bit of definition and bronze to it. I'll show you what I do. I get this sort of small flat brush, Revolution brush, get a tiny bit of that same contour I just used. I think for contouring your nose, a stick cream bronzer is really good, or contour is really good. And I just sort of, I do it underneath because I like to lift my nose. I don't like having the obvious lines, so I'm very careful. And then I just bring it up a little bit. But yeah, I just sort of do this. And that's it really, and I like to get my bronzer brush again and sort of bring it upwards, just blend it all. So yeah. Okay, next I will fill my brows in because I've got nothing else to put on around here that's going to ruin that. Notice as well, I don't carve my brows out. I just feel like when I do it, I think it's nice to add a bit of highlight and highlight with concealer, but whenever I do it, you just get that line, and I'm just not about that. So I use the Kylie Jenner eyebrow tool. It's really good, pretty much the same as the ones I've used, but it's nice and subtle. It doesn't leave like the harsh lines, you know, that you can't even see because that's all. I literally just darken my brows. I don't make them look crazy at all. Or I don't try to add hairs because, I don't know, I just sort of darken them like I've dyed them. If I have dyed my brows, I won't have to do this step. I really like that dark brow look. You know, I've got a name. Kaya Gerber. I love that sort of thick, like, well, mine aren't really that thick, but dark brows are my favourite. And I just follow the shape of my brows. I don't try to add anything, I don't try to change the shape. I've made the shape already. I'm following the natural shape. I think finding your best shape for your brows is like so important because everyone's got their own natural brow shape. Just literally do what's best for you, whether they're straight or curved, you know. So yeah, see how they're sort of got a bit of a curve, but they're still like. Next, cream blush. This is Revolution Super Dewy Blush. I love cream blush because I feel like whenever I use powder blush on me, I just see it. I just see the powder. I like to look naturally blushed, you know. It's quite a dark blush, quite a mauve shade, very natural. I mean, you see, very natural, which I like. I know like pale pink blush is a trend at the minute. It's really cute, especially on other girls, but it's just not for me. So I like to put my blusher quite high, like literally up here. Don't put it there, put it here, trust me. And it blends really nicely into your contour and your highlight, and it lifts your face. Don't be scared with blusher, make sure, because for me I worry that I just look red. Just be like deliberate about where you put it and how much you put on. Thing is, you can use lipstick for cream blush. I've done that for years. I like to put it on my nose. When I do my nose, I just do down and then across, like a cross shape. And again, that just really helps tie it in. It looks natural. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with, I'm going to powder and set it before I go in with my powder products. It's hard with me because I like to look, I need to use matte products, I need to use powder, but I like to look quite glowy. But I think I found the secret. So I get powder. This is Rimmel Stay Matte powder. Honestly, I think powder's powder. They're all going to set your makeup, they're all going to look, you know, they're just powder. So I don't set my whole face because I don't need to. So I just set here. I like to really sort of set my nose because that's your oily part. My chin, around my lips. Get your sponge, get rid of those creases that's happened whilst doing your rest of your makeup. Set the lids because that makes a good base for your shadow. I sort of like to pull it down, but you don't need to set all here. I'm going to do that with other powders, and I just don't need to. Maybe a tiny bit here. So for contour, I've never tried this, so I'm going to try it on camera. I don't have a contour shade, a powder contour that is very cool toned, apart from eyeshadows. So I've got this sleek palette. I say palette, it's one eyeshadow. And I'm going to try the tiniest bit just to really define that there. Tiny bit. I'm going to look in my mirror. Remember, just drag it up as well. I think that looks really good. Sometimes you need to look in another mirror for the lighting. I'm also topping up my nose contour. So just again pinching this down the sides. So if you don't have the right bronzer shade or contour shade, literally just use shadow. For shadow, I want like a nudie pinky look. So I'm going to use this pink, I mean you can use blusher for this. I'm going to use this sort of pink shade. I think I'm going to put this sort of all over my lid. Well, I'll put it in the crease. I think with eyeshadow, firstly think of your eye colour. So for me, warm shades really bring out my blue in my eyes. So I think what colour goes nice with a lot of shoots, unless it's specifically for the shoot, for the theme, matches the vibe. I think just keep it simple, especially if you're nervous about doing your makeup or you have to do your own makeup. Just keep it simple, don't be trying anything crazy. Unless you're good at it or you're confident, or practice. I've practiced looks before. Also eye shape, you'll notice I don't do any eyeliner because eyeliner doesn't really suit my eyes. I've got quite round eyes, so I prefer to, like this shadow look looks best on me. I can do liners. I'm going to do a liner in my next 90s look I do. If you want to see that, let me know. So I've just added that. That would be a nice base undertones. Next, I think with a smaller brush, I'm going to add this shade here. A bit of that in the inner corner. Really define my eyes. Sort of bring it down here. Big fluffy brush, blend it. These big brushes, soft, big fluffy blending brush, are the best for blending your shadow. And then a tiny bit more of that darker shade. I might use the darkest, this one actually. Again, just literally in the inner corner. And here, like really just define your eye out. I like my base makeup to be sort of natural, apart from my contour. And then the eyes can be dramatic. So this is a natural look, but I'm still, you know, defining my features. A tip for liner as well, do brown, try a brown liner because that really softens the eyes. I mean, a brown liner would look great with this look, but we're not going to go there. A brown mascara as well is really good at just softening, yeah, softening your features. You can use a thin brush and an eyeshadow. I'll sort of bring that out a little bit. Only a tiny bit though. Okay, so for mascara, I'm using La Roche-Posay mascara. I didn't even know they did makeup. I thought they were just a skincare brand. It's really good. It's a volume mascara. It's allergy tested, so it's good if you've got allergies. And it's really, really good. I like to mainly put mascara on the outer. I put it all over, but I start on the outer corner to get them dead long. And I don't curl my lashes. I used to, but I honestly, I don't see a point. I almost lost my lashes from a lash tool because the rubber bit came off and I could have sliced my lashes off. so I don't really trust them. This is great because it's not known it like cakes and flakes and everything. This doesn't do that. And I literally will put a tiny bit on my bottom lash line as well. You're going to do lashes. I think outer edge lashes can look really good. I think with lashes though, be careful with a photo shoot, because especially when you've done nice eye makeup, sometimes in a shoot or in photos, your lashes can look, can just sort of cover your eyelids. So just be mindful of that. If depends like what kind of lashes you use and if you're used to them, and yeah, if you're not used to them, don't wear them. That's my lashes done. I love that mascara, especially that side. That side always just looks really nice. I love it. Oh my god, look how long it is. I've got this Revolution Skin Frost. I'm going to use this contour brush. Now this, I think it's a highlighter. I use it as a bronzer, but it's not. It's more, it's less pigmented and more shimmery. So I get a very soft brush. Just do that. Kind of put it everywhere. Not everywhere, but you know. And this really just gives me my glow back into my skin. Next, highlighter. I don't do this last, you'll see why. So I've got, this is just I think it's Millie Macintosh. Got two different ones. I use this one because I prefer my highlighter. I think it looks better when it matches your skin shade, if that makes sense. That one would look more white on me. This one, I literally use my finger. I know I've powdered and it's a cream product, but oh well, it's always fine when I do this. So I just put it here on the high points and here. You can put a bit above your eyebrows as well. Can look really good. Just again, think of your face, where your high points are, where your points are that you want to, you know, accentuate. Bit on the edge, well, up here. And then for the inner corners, I get a little cotton bud or something. I mix a bit of that shade with the champagne-y shade. If you want that proper Victoria's Secret model look, then use the white shade. So my boyfriend works at a cinema, Barbie's out today, and apparently it's just funny seeing people come in to watch Barbie. I'm kind of jealous because I have to wait for a week to see it and everyone gets to see it. And then again with the lighter shade, Cupid's bow. You need to do that before you do your lipstick, because otherwise you'll smudge your lipstick. That's why I don't do this last. I think I'm going to add a bit more pink shadow. Again, I just really want it to look just youthful, and yeah, I just love pink shadow. Okay, lips. Oh, I've got a lip primer. Everyone's wearing pink to see Barbie. I cannot wait to see it. I am wearing my pink dress. I might really dress up. Like, I might really dress up for it. Like, act like I'm going to the premiere. Just primes, plumps your lips. Keep that lipstick lasting. I use gloss instead of lipstick because gloss just is a game changer. Gloss just really adds a focal point, and I don't know. It just makes you look younger, lips look juicy, hydrated, not dry. I don't know, I just, yeah. My liner, I've got my Rimmel nude liner. It's a little bit pink, only a little bit. I overline my lips, not too much. It's like on my lip line, but a tiny bit over. Just go here. And just follow the natural shape, really. Okay, that's a liner done. Honestly, liner's just a game changer. Wow. I really like my liner today. I might use this because I like my liner. I kind of don't want to take away from that. So I might use my Primark Lip Plumper. It's a gloss that has some speckles in, and it's spicy. Not to eat, but it's spicy on the lips. Yeah, I definitely think for lips, I like to do a liner and a gloss, either clear gloss or the same colour, or use like a lipstick and just like a normal traditional lipstick, get on your finger and just dab it on and make it look really blushed and natural. That can look so nice. Setting spray, I only use a bit because I'm not going out today. I don't want to waste my setting spray, but I'll use a bit just to finish off. Yes, oh my god, I need to do it again. Yesterday I got setting spray in my eye. And I think we are done. Got to film an outro, but thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought in the comments. I'm going to be bringing a 90s makeup look, which I'm really excited to show you all. So yeah, thanks for watching.